this is Cover 2 Credits!
And we're going to do things a little different today. We're going to be discussing the game and having you watch while we review. Unless you've been under a rock as a gamer, you've definitely heard of the new Blizzard shooter, Overwatch.
Now, interesting backstory about Overwatch before we get started, because I'm going to take some of this, because I probably know a little bit more about it than Stairsy.
Definitely.
I'm a go-to video game guy mostly.
I play them, but you might read more into them sometimes than I do.
But basically, what was it? Probably 5 or 6 years ago, when WoW was in its heyday, Blizzard announced they were working on Project Titan. Now, no one knew what the hell Project Titan was, but it was supposed to be an MMO. It was supposed to be WoW-oriented, and at one time, well, it was supposed to be an MMO. It was supposed to be the successor to WoW because Blizzard had all those millions and millions and millions of dollars they were making. And it was supposed to be sort of the next-gen super thing, right? Well, time goes on. Things happen. Blizzard starts to rule the world, basically, and all this development time goes in. They don't know what they're doing with it. It's supposed to be some dimensional rift, time travel thing.
WoW kind of hits the pinnacle.
Yeah, and then WoW falls off the wagon, but that doesn't really matter. Point being that at some point, Blizzard decided that Project Titan sucked and it was bad and no one wanted to play it.
They shelved it.
And they shelved it. Now, what they did, they took all of the background information, all of the characters, they chopped them all out, and they stuck them into a first-person shooter because they didn't know what else to do with it. Thus, Overwatch was born, which is basically Team Fortress 2, except with Blizzard characters.
And less hats.
And that's probably not going to be true for very long.
They're not going to do that. They'll do more skins, but they're not going to add hats.
No bet.
Fair enough. So that's kind of where that would take us literally up to the beta.
Uh-huh.
We both played the beta. We both enjoyed the beta a lot. I had fun with it. We both bought the game. Played it on first day. And we both kind of, like a handful of our friends, really enjoyed it. Have you really had any issues?
No. See, that's part of what this game is. Blizzard in a nutshell. It does nothing new, nothing particularly interesting. If you have played Team Fortress 2 or Team Fortress 1 or Unreal Tournament, you have played this game.
Yeah.
It is, Tribes, other game.
Tribes.
Very, very similar. It's a first-person shooter. You play Payload. You play Capture the Flag. You play Capture the Point. But it has that Blizzard level of polish where the visuals are great, the performance is good, everything is very smooth and happy and fun, and it is a fun game.
Well, one thing I'll say is, there have been other FPSs that come out recently. This one has not had any technical hiccups. That's one thing that you said, that's a Bungie staple. When they release something, Blizzard, not Bungie, I keep doing that. When they release something, there's usually not this gigantic blaring problem.
It's because they have money.
Yeah. And they don't rush anything. They're not like, we have to hurry up and push this out. Why?
The Blizzard Special, as I used to call it back in the day, where they delayed Warcraft 3 for 7 years.
Yeah, but I mean, you think they'll make another one?
Warcraft 4? Oh, definitely. Probably already in
after the
development.
movie.
Probably already in development.
Maybe they'll announce it right around the time the movie comes out.
Maybe.
But so let's break into past gameplay. Let's deal with characters. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You and I both know who we play.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we start?
How many characters are there? 20?
21, I believe.
21, yeah, there's a lot. But like I said, it's It is your average first-person team-based shooter. There's a bunch of different classes and different roles. There's like 2 snipers.
There's 4 classes.
Yeah, well,
offense, defense,
yeah.
tank, and support.
Anyway, point being, there's a couple of snipers. There's a builder. He's a dwarf-looking guy.
There's a walking turret.
Who's a cheater.
Listen, I play him.
There's, like I said, it's all very, it's stuff you've seen before. Nothing is new, nothing is exciting. However, it is done to the nth degree.
Yeah.
The cinematics for the game were gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
The cinematics before launch, the shorts they put out, like showing and tying together some of their characters.
Money on those cinematics than many games have for their entire budget. I guarantee.
Yeah, and like
guaranteed.
I think there's 4 of them. I think there's 4 of them, and they
gorgeous.
They do, yeah,
and amazing
they're great.
and sweet.
They're great, and they show a handful of the players. They don't even show all the characters. I wonder if they're going to keep rolling out more of them.
Probably.
And I'm okay with that. I enjoyed watching those.
Yeah, I mean, overall, like I said, you've seen it before, but it's done with Blizzard's panache, I guess I would call it. And it's all very, very polished. It's all very, very good, and it is fun, and there are a million people playing it. Hop on, you'll get a game in 4 seconds, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, what average weight's
maybe
about
4 seconds.
Average weight, slow time's like 12.
Yeah, 12 seconds, probably about that.
We've enough to where one of us can jump out and open a loot box for the game starts up.
I believe the Reddit has more subscribers now than the Dota 2 Reddit.
Wow.
In like 5 days, it was retarded. People are everywhere.
Yeah.
There's porn all over the internet. Blizzard sued everyone.
So that's something that we can bring up. That they've ceased and desisted a bunch of people that have posted Overwatch porn. And they're like, you need to take this down before we sue you for everything you've got.
Which is what Blizzard does the best.
Yep.
You can ask the Nostralsis guys.
Yeah.
What do they call them?
I can't.
I forget what the name of the
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of it.
The private vanilla WoW server started. It's like Nostralis? I don't know.
But I will say, it's cool because the characters are so different, yet they all kind of do the same thing.
It's cool. Like I said, it's a cool game.
Yeah.
It's nothing you haven't seen before, but it is very, very polished and very, very good, and it runs excellently, and the graphics are amazing.
2 favorite characters to play, go.
Zara.
And?
Probably Genji.
That's a good name.
I like Mage.
Mine are Mercy
and Bastion.
I don't want to say it, but probably Bastion. Listen. I know. Everybody's like, oh, he's a bum. Boo, plays a turret.
Bastion is sort of a cheat machine.
Listen, all I'm saying is, if a team is dumb enough to lemmings in front of me, that's their fault for feeding me kills.
So he's putting his foot down.
I mean, am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Okay. Because playing Genji, it's easy to not die from Bastion.
Rating.
Ooh. Depending on... I'm going to give 2 numbers, and hear me out why. I'm going to say, as of right now, 8. Hear me out. Blizzard has said, before the end of June, there is the preliminary announcement of a possible new map and a patch that'll bring in, I think it's going to bring in competitive gameplay. If they hit with that, and they roll out with the constant updates like they're talking and Blizzard's known for doing, I think it would go up to a 9 because they're talking about new maps, new characters, constant kind of expansion and not letting it get stale. If they can do that, I think a 9 is easy. What do you think? What's your rating?
I would probably put that on the 7-8 scale.
Yeah, same idea where it will go up if they can fulfill that.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's nothing you haven't seen before, but it's done well. On the other hand,
They don't have to reinvent the wheel with an
And-
FPS either. though.
Yeah, well, that's my thing. Is I was reading an article on one of my favorite websites the other day, massivellyop.com, which used to be AOL's Massively blog.
Yep.
Before AOL shut the door on them and they went independent. But as an MMO gamer, I'm disappointed that Project Titan turned into this, because it has all these really cool characters and it's really cool lore,
Yeah.
and it's all in there, but it's sort of, all of that is wasted on this game in my opinion.
Before you continue, would you consider the lore of Overwatch to almost be the same lore of The Watchmen?
Sort of.
A disbanded group of superheroes.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, continue.
Point being though, like I said, to me, that's probably why my rating is lower than it possibly should be, because I feel a little cheated as a gamer. That we have. I'm an MMO gamer. I love MMOs. I fully believe that at some point in the future, all games are going to be MMOs. Whether it's an MMO FPS, whether it's an MMO whatever, all these weird survival games. Everyone's going to be playing. They're all going to be on these huge shards with hundreds of thousands of millions of players, and everyone will pick their poison. Now, with that said, MMOs are extremely expensive. They're games that not every company can take on and create well, and you have all of this money and time and effort by Blizzard, the golden chalice of gaming studios. Not because they're more talented than everybody else, but because they have so many more resources and money and time.
And their track record is so good.
Yes. Like I said, they're the pinnacle of what makes a great gaming studio. Not because they do better work than everyone else, but because they have the money and the resources.
Yep.
So, when I see games come from Blizzard, I want them to be exceptional.
Yes.
Because they're the only ones that really have the money to do it. You know, we see these failed games like WildStar from Carbine Studios, and all these MMOs that should have been and did not, and all of these FPSs like The Division, which were supposed to be exceptional and ended up being trash.
They announced making a movie
Because,
out of
yeah, exactly.
The Division.
All of these great games that end up in the shitter because everyone's eyes are too big for their wallet. And they end up not being able to
Fulfill what
do
they
90% of the things they want to do.
Yeah.
H1Z1, same thing happened. Oh, we're going to have these hundreds of square mile maps,
Which
and we're
they
going to
did.
have thousands of players.
The map they had is gigantic.
It's not that big.
Well, I mean, it was big enough at the time.
It's not all freaking close to DayZ.
Yeah, but DayZ is still such a pile of shit.
Exactly. That is exactly my point.
DayZ is the epitome of this.
All the games out there right now are big piles of shit. I will
Well,
tell you that
in
right now.
not all. You can't say something that envelops that far.
I will say whatever the fuck I want.
What I mean is like different games are fine. What I mean, you can't envelop all of gaming into a giant pile of shit.
I definitely can.
You can't, for the fact that there are games that are good. There are games that meet the standards that you want. Even if Overwatch is just a cookie cutter FPS, it still meets what we're looking for. Does the H1Z1? No. Does DayZ? No. Is it close? Maybe.
No.
But there's still issues. All I'm saying is, it's not fair to like an Overwatch or a Dota or a League to envelope everything together. Because they're not all at the same, they're not all in this terrible shape.
I think it's completely fair. We have come so far from a computer and a gaming standpoint in the last 5 to 10 years, and we don't have anything great to show for it.
VR.
Maybe.
I really
Like I
thought
said,
you were going to say, we stand on the shoulders of giants.
I wasn't even
And
there for that.
what?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Point being that I give Overwatch a 7. Not because it probably deserves a 7, but because it could have been something so much better than what it was. Now, is that fair to Overwatch?
No.
Not really. It's
Sure.
Blizzard's money. They can release whatever game they want to, and Overwatch for a squad-based FPS is exceptional.
Now, here's the question. With this success, could that bring Titan back off the shelf?
No.
You don't think so?
Not even close. This is an attempt at Blizzard to cut their losses and get some of their investment back.
I bet you they did.
And they probably did because they've sold a bajillion copies.
Yeah.
Point being that's fine.
Yeah.
However, like I said, I'm going to give it a 7. Does it deserve a 7? Probably not. Maybe it deserves an 8. It's cool and it's fun, but like I said, it's just not evolutionary or revolutionary or anything we haven't seen before, and I expect better from this. Now, that's not really fair to Blizzard. I understand that, but screw them. They have $1 million anyway. And by $1 million, I mean a fucking bajillion $1 million.
And they're going to be making more when Warcraft comes out.
Yes, I remember when I was working at my old job, looking at Blizzard stock that was $9 a share and thinking, I think I'm going to pass because that seems a little overpriced to me. I don't think WoW's going to hold on for that long. I believe that stock is now worth $38 to $39 a share. And none of that money's in my pocket, so I'm mad.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it'd be interesting to hear what you guys are thinking. And
Overwatch is currently everywhere on the internet. It is the newest Skyrim. When Skyrim came out and just blew up and got huge.
Yep.
I mean, between all the stupid screenshots and the memes and the porn, it is taking over the internet.
Yeah.
And I mean, good for it. People need games.
There you go. So let us know what you guys think. If you're playing it, if you're not playing it, if you've seen it and you're interested, if you have no idea what we're talking about.
And you don't give a shit, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. But it's something we're both into right now, and that could change. But I plan on playing this for a long while if I can. And we will play on PC. I've heard the game is a little different on the consoles. It slows down a little bit just because computing power is a little easier than FPS to speed things up. Thus, CS:GO is played on a computer and not console. But yeah, until if there are any of the games that are coming out, we both kind of cover the gamut with games like.
I want to do a Black Desert review. I want to talk about it. I just signed up for a new Kickstarter, Chronicles of Alira, which is sort of cool. Like I said, I'm a MMO guy, so.
Yeah.
But there's quite a few games out there I want to get on board with.
Yeah, they just brought out the new Mirror's Edge. Catalyst looks really cool. I might look into that. But we're always looking for suggestions. If you guys are playing something other than Overwatch that you like right now, throw it in the comments down below. If you know anybody who's a gamer and they're playing or they're thinking about buying Overwatch, send this video to them, link it to them, and maybe they can get a little insight one way or the other. So hopefully you've been watching us just completely wreck house during 2 or 3 games of Overwatch. But if not, thanks anyway, and until next time.
Thanks for staying till after the credits.